Welcome. We're just about to get started.
Hannah, we are
We're
live.
doing some breath work and meditation with Hannah. And just powering up all the devices. And we will be starting in just a moment. Aloha, welcome Melanie. Good morning. We're just about to get started. Just one moment here. Okay. Alrighty.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for showing up. For today's practice, we will need a yoga mat or a towel, any way they can practice at home. You'll need a water, and you'll need yourself. So give everyone a few moments to just get coordinated and situated, and we will begin. Then the next couple of minutes, wherever you are, you can find a comfortable seat on your mat, on the floor. And
Kelly says good morning to you.
Ooh, good morning, Kelly. Thank you so much for joining.
Oche says sun salutations, beautiful souls.
My name is Hannah Being, and I am a registered 200-hour yoga instructor. And this practice, we will explore the element of earth and staying grounded and really tuning the attention to the breath and the physical body sensations.
Good morning, Anna. Yay!
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you so
Glad
much.
you're here. Hi, Alex.
So we'll begin this yoga and meditation to explore the element of earth, and we'll find a comfortable seat on the mat, consciously releasing the shoulders away from the ears, relaxing the hands at the knees, maybe closing the eyes or keeping them open for curiosity. Finding length and alignment in the spine. And taking a few deep breaths to arrive in this moment and to arrive onto your mat. Collectively, we'll take a full deep inhale through the nose and let it out through the mouth. We'll do 2 more deep breaths like that, breathing in fully. Exhale, letting it go. One more time, inhaling fully. Exhale, letting it go. Great job. With the seated position, we're going to incorporate a grounding mudra. And a mudra is a very subtle, energetic practice that's kind of like a yoga posture for the hands. And this mudra corresponds directly with the earth element and will help us stay grounded and calm. So to do this, it's called the Adi mudra. We'll take both of our hands and tuck our ring and pinky finger into our thumbs, and then we'll find a fist-like position with the thumbs inside of the hands tucked in. Hands can release to the knees, and the qualities of this mudra is for stability and for grounding. It helps us feel supported by the physical structures of the body, and it is one of the most calming mudras. So maybe tuning into the body, closing the eyes. Consciously lengthening the inhalations and the exhalations. giving the permission slip to our rest and digest system, the parasympathetic, to unwind and really be. If your eyes are closed, I'll invite you to flutter them open, releasing the mudra, bringing the hands back to the knees, and then bringing some movement into the body, whether that be in the hips, in the side cavity, anything that feels great for you today. And there are some requests from for the class today of some hip openers, and if there's any other postures or movements or positions that anyone would love to see, please comment and let me know what kind of movements you'd like to experience today. Inversions. We could
Also, feel free to share anything at all. Hi, guys.
Thank
Feel
you,
free
Mia,
to share,
our wonderful moderator.
Yeah, any insights or things that are coming up for you.
And and finding a straight spine again. Both hands lift up to the sky, finding length through the fingertips. And on the exhale, left hand comes to the right knee for a subtle twist. Right hand goes behind the body like a second spine. Using that right hand to really lengthen and support the body. Gaze can go to the shoulder if that feels safe in the neck.
Anna says headstands as a suggestion.
Okay, Anna, we can work with some inversions.
No pressure.
Also, Anna, thank you for coming back again.
Breath in, arms raise up to the sky again, finding that length. And on the exhale, slowly moving the right hand to the left knee as the left hand supports the back body. We're just warming up right now, so definitely be gentle with yourself now and through the entirety of the practice. With the breath in, both arms come up to the sky again, finding that length in the fingertips. And on the exhale, right hand will come down to the earth and left hand will stretch. And may it feel nice to look at the palm. Maybe wave to yourself, say hello. Wiggle out the fingers, the thumb. Returning to center, right hand lifts up, finding that length, and then allowing the left hand to fall towards the earth. And stretching towards the left side, maybe gaze goes to the fingertips. Hello everyone, if you're just joining. This will be an earthing yoga and meditation experience. With the breath in, right hand comes back up, so does the left. And palms come to touch, lowering the hands, coming to the heart center for prayer pose. Finding a brightness through the chest and pressing the thumbs into the sternum. Finding your own center here. And we will begin this practice with the sound of Om. First, inhaling fully and letting it go with a sigh. Beautiful. We'll do that breath one more time, inhaling fully and letting it go out the mouth with a sigh. This time inhaling for Om. And allow the hands to slowly release to the knees. We'll begin to make small circles with the nose and the head. And these circles can remain smaller, maybe they grow wider. Just exploring the mobility of the neck. Maybe pausing to breathe in one spot if it feels good. Beautiful, and the neck will find stillness and will fall into the hands and the knees, traveling into tabletop position. And in this tabletop position, we'll make sure that our alignment is very supported and structured. And to do that, we'll make sure that the knees are stacked over the hips and that the hands are stacked over the shoulders, creating a very firm, supportive foundation for the rest of our practice. Our hands are going to be spread wide like starfish and then pressing with the base of the palm and the index finger. Beautiful. With the breath, then belly drops, gaze rises. And on the exhale, rounding through the spine, allowing the crown of the head to release towards the earth. Inhale, belly drops, gaze rises. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, transitioning forward, finding your cow. And on the exhale, transitioning, finding your cat spine. Now I invite you to transition between these two poses at your own pace and your own breath. If there's any modifications or movements that you'd like, maybe hip circles, maybe finding child's pose. This is your practice today, and any movements that feel wonderful in your body, I invite you to do them. Eventually we'll all meet in a child's pose with the hips over the feet, top of the body towards the mat, forehead on the floor. And using this child's pose as an opportunity to tune more into the breath. Maybe the fingertips walk towards the top of the mat, really lengthening through the mobility in the shoulders and the back body. Beautiful breath and rising, finding tabletop pose. Stacking the right hand underneath the shoulder, left fingertips sweep up towards the sky. And on the exhale, threading the arm underneath the either, finding a bounded pose. Either the forehead or the side of the face can reach the mat. Option for the hand to be by the shoulder or at the top of the mat. Using the planted hand to press up, rising the arm back into the sky. Exhale, hand plants down to the mat. Reaching up through the other hands, finding that length, and then interweaving that hand underneath the either. We really have the ability to breathe into the back body, and the upper back can feel amazing. And bringing the hand back to shoulder distance, pressing up, lifting up through the fingertips, finding the length. And then both hands will come to the earth, finding tabletop position. With the breath in, tucking the back toes. And on the breath out, lifting the knees an inch off the mat. You'll feel your core light up almost immediately. One full breath here. And on the exhale, knees come to the mat again. Beautiful. Breath in, toes tuck. Knees lift 1 inch again. Exhale, lowering the knees to the floor. Releasing the toes. And one last time, tucking the back toes, lifting the knee. Full body breath. And on the inhale, knees straighten, tailbone rises, finding our first downward facing dog. And since it is early, and since it's our first downward dog of practice, maybe bending the knees, or straightening one leg and bending the either. Shaking the head yes and no. Maybe taking a full breath in through the nose, and then with the tongue out, exhaling fully for lion's breath. And with the breath in, rising on the tippy toes and making baby steps to the very top of your mat, arriving in forward folds. And we'll bend the knees with this forward fold, clasping elbows to elbows, finding a ragdoll. Maybe swaying from side to side. And if your hands are bound, we'll release them to the mat and slowly rise, slower than you typically go, all the way to standing. Taking your time. And once you arrive in mountain pose, we'll make sure that feet are hips width distance, opening the palms, opening through the chest, opening the heart and opening the mind. Maybe closing the eyes here and visualizing that you're standing on a mighty mountain. With this grounded energy through your feet, feeling all 4 corners. Inhale, hands rise. Exhale, hinging at the hips, forward, folding forward, letting it go. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping the feet back into plank. And this plank, on the exhale, the knees, chest, and chin will lower to the mat until the belly drops as well. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, chest and chin to the mat. With a breath in, lifting for baby cobra. Exhale, chest and chin to the mat. One more time, rising. And then on the exhale, pressing the body back up into tabletop and then into downward facing dog. Beautiful. We'll be in this downward facing dog for 3 deep breaths. And on the inhale, rising on the tippy toes. And on the exhale, transitioning to the top of your mat. Maybe making baby steps, maybe a few steps. Kneading in forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise, creating space. Exhale, folding forward, letting it go. Rooting with the feet, rising with the hands, rising into upward salute. Exhale, hands fall to heart center. Taking a moment of appreciation for the sun that did rise today. And honoring the sun with this next round of sun salutation today. And as you move, express gratitude for this new day that has come for you. With the breath in, arms rise to the sky, finding length. Exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward, letting it go. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping one foot back, then the other, finding your plank pose, your strength. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin lower to the mat. Belly releases, rising for a baby cobra and upward facing dog. And on the exhale, pressing the body up into tabletop. Rising into downward facing dog. And finding your breath. Inhale, rising onto the toes. And on the exhale, transitioning forward, kneading in forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway rise, creating space. Exhale, fold fully, let it go. With a bend in the knees, arms reach up to the sky, finding length, taking up space. And on the exhale, hands fall to heart center. Finding a brightness in the chest. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky again. This time clasping the first 4 fingers, 3 fingers, and then the index and the thumb finger will remain straight. On the exhale, falling towards the left side. Inhale, rising into center, and then on the exhale, falling towards the right side. Really breathing into the side body here. Inhale, coming back into center, and then on the exhale, cactusing the arms, opening through the heart, and then allowing the hands to rain down the sides of the body. Beautiful. Breath in, arms reach up to the sky, lengthening. Exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward, letting it go. Inhale, halfway rise. And on the exhale, planting the hands, stepping the feet back into downward facing dog. We'll move through the flow part of practice today, beginning with a three-legged dog with the right foot. Right foot rises to the sky. Exhale, comes towards nose as the foot steps in between the hands, lowering the back left knee. Finding your stability. And with the breath in, arms reach up towards the sky. We'll check and see that the knee is stacked over the ankle here. Now we should see our front big toe on the mat. And with every exhale, grounding more into the mat beneath you. Lower body grounds simultaneously while the upper body expands and lifts. On the exhale, hands fall towards the earth. Left hand plants down to the mat. Twisting the right hand towards the ceiling. Exhale, lowering the hand. Tucking the back toe. Or transitioning back into tabletop for a moment before we rise our hips into downward facing dog. With the inhale, left foot rises to the sky. Exhale, knee comes towards nose as the foot steps in between the thumb tips. Lowering the back knee, finding your stability, making sure your ankle is stacked over your knee. And fingertips will rise. Exhale, hands come down to the earth, planting the right hand in between the foot. The left hand sweeps up to the sky, finding that twist. Exhale, lowering the hand back down to the mat. Pressing with the hands, allowing the foot to come back into tabletop before we send the hips back up to downward facing dog. Two deep breaths. And with the inhale, peeling forward, coming into plank. Engaging the core and the quads. And on the exhale, either lowering the knees for a modified chaturanga or keeping the toes lifted. Lowering at the shoulders. Rising into upward facing dog. And on the exhale, coming into downward facing dog. Just for 2 breaths. Exhale, knees lower to the mat, finding child's pose position. option for the hands to be out front of the body or be behind the body. And slowly transitioning back into tabletop. We're going to extend the right foot back onto the mat. And paying attention to the mobility in the ankle and the wrists. Rocking from back and forth. And then we'll lift up through the right foot. Left hand can walk to the corner of the mat before taking flight here. And we can keep the back foot flexed and the core engaged. Full breath in. Then as we exhale, knee and elbow come into touch at the center of the body. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bringing the two to touch. Inhale, extend. Holding this for one breath. Now on the exhale, releasing both the hand and the knee down to the mat. Recentering for a moment. And extending the left foot out to the mat. Taking flight through the back foot. And then walking the right hand to the corner edge of the mat and lifting up through the fingertips. Finding our stability. Full breath in. Exhale, bringing the two to touch, finding our strength. Inhale, extending both to the top and bottom of the mat. Inhale, bring them to touch. Extending the limbs one more time. And then we'll release the hands and the knees to the mat. Coming onto the backs of the feet for a moment. And the hands will come to the knees. Maybe finding the mudra that we began with, the Adi mudra for grounding and calming. And placing that onto the knees. Noticing the quality of breath. And taking full body breaths.
Light Frequency says, I love you guys so much. I just recently found y'all and I vibe so hard with everyone through the screen. LOL.
Thank you so much, Blake, for showing up and practicing.
Yes. And Anna says, they are so inspiring and I honestly look forward to this every day and really helps me get a start to my day so powerful and I wish I could be there with y'all. I am, but not like there.
Beautiful.
My second family is right here.
Beautiful. This really is one of the best ways to begin the day, especially on a weekend, especially when the month just began. It's the perfect time to set intentions and also to commit yourself to yourself and to your practice and to your body.
And Light Frequency loves the background vibes.
Beautiful. Beautiful. From this pose, we'll transition back into tabletop. And then tucking the toes, lifting the hips into downward facing dog. The pose that we're going into next is pigeon. So with your right foot, you can move the knee towards the right wrist. toes towards the left wrist. And once you've found your pigeon like this, you can walk back your left knee to get a little bit more depth in your hips. And wherever you've landed, I invite you to send your breath to the sensations that light up in the body.
A different Anna says, "Oh, y'all are so sweet, joining for the first time. Exactly what I needed today. Thank you."
Perfect. Anna, I'm so glad.
We do this every single day, 8:30 a.m., 5 p.m. PST, so you're welcome to come back anytime to start your day with us. Thank you for being here. Yay.
You have the option to either stay lifted in your pigeon or slowly lower down towards the mat. Yoga really does teach us the principle of relaxed effort and showing up and doing the work. Has the ability to be light, to be graceful, and to be effortless. And slowly the hands will walk back to the body, tucking the back toe and sending that foot, the right foot, either high into a three-legged dog, or if there's any other way that feels nice in your body to transition and just counter, correct. When you're ready, the right knee will come towards the left knee will come towards the left wrist as the toes go towards the right wrist, scooting that right knee back to find more depth and mobility in the hip. And finding a straight spine. Either staying lifted or slowly lowering the hands, the arms, and the upper body towards the earth. When you're ready, slowly rising the arms, tucking the back toe, and either finding downward facing dog, maybe child's pose, anything that feels great in your body to transition from those two deep stretches. Beautiful. The knees will come to the mat. And we'll find seated with both legs extended towards the top. Grounding in through the sit bones, finding length in the spine, and then folding forward towards the toes. Maybe the hands land at the knees or the shins. Breathing into the back body, the neck. It may also feel nice just to bend the knees and give yourself a nice hug through the hamstrings allowing the neck to just fall heavy. Wherever you are, we'll begin to find a straight spine again. Both feet will come to the mat. Scooting forward a little bit, hands come to the hamstrings, and then slowly lowering the back all the way to the mat. And knees can come into chest, and giving yourself a nice hug. Making small circles at the flat part of the spine, the sacrum. Maybe they're small, maybe they're big. And arms will extend to the side like a cactus or like a football field. And on the exhale, knees fall towards the left side. Bringing the knees close to the elbow. Maybe the gaze goes towards the right hand. Lifting the knees with the inhale, coming into center, and then allowing them to fall towards the right hand. Gaze will look left. Inhale, knees come back into center and straightening both legs towards the sky. I know there was one request for an inversion at the beginning of class. And after legs up the wall, you will have an opportunity to practice inversions if it's in your practice, if it's what your body needs today. We can stay here in legs up the wall, or we can transition into shoulder stand. And in shoulder stand, you can transition very safely by rolling onto your shoulders, supporting your hips. Very welcome to stay with legs up the wall. Yogi's choice. And we'll find happy baby when you're ready, taking your time. Hands come to the feet. Either staying still in this happy baby or straightening one leg, bending the other. also extend this time to do any other movements or postures that would feel really great for your body today to begin your weekend, to begin the best day ever. And releasing the knees, releasing the hands, finding some sort of stillness. And we'll begin to transition in towards our Shavasana portion of class. There's an option to remain in corpse pose on the mat laid, or you're welcome to take a seated pose. And just so everyone can hear me properly, I'll be taking a seated pose, and anywhere that you've found yourself is perfect. And we'll bring the attention to the body on the mat.
John says, "Oh, my favorite person in the whole wide world, Hannah."
Oh, welcome, John.
Yeah.
Welcome, John.
Hey, John, it's Mia's foot.
Just came at Shavasana, so you can find a seated pose or extend the body on the mat. And feel the earth beneath you. Feel your yoga mat beneath you. Acknowledge how your yoga mat always has your back. How the earth always supports you. Allowing the breath to move at its natural rhythm and its natural pace.
Oh, timer. Mm-hmm.
acknowledging and observing how the breath is always present. It is not something we need to control or manipulate. The intelligence of our breath knows how to breathe for us. Appreciating this. And we'll begin to extend the inhalations.
Just a warning, the IG lives are going to cut off in 2 minutes.
And extending the exhalations. Taking full deep inhales and fully releasing. Noticing what it feels like to be full of air at capacity. And noticing what it feels like to be fully empty and to let everything go. Either continuing these deep breath practices or transitioning into your natural rhythm. You're welcome to stay here for as long as feels comfortable. And I'm so appreciative for you to show up today and practice in whatever way that means. Namaste. Peace. Peace. There will be another play shop here, Optimistic and Positive Head, at 5 o'clock today. It's an ecstatic dance, so another movement practice to really get into the body. And again, my name is Hannah Bing, and I will be doing offerings throughout the week as well. So please connect with me on social media if you feel called. I would love to hear from you and connect further. And have a beautiful day, everyone. Again, thank you so, so much.
Yay!
Good job, Hannah.
Thank you everyone for joining.
You're welcome, Oche.
Thank you, Hannah and Positive Crew, sending love and healing vibes your way. Yay! Thank you, Light Frequency. You are awesome. Hope to see you guys again next time.
See you
Bye
tonight at 5.
bye.